Hey, when will you finally be able to walk by yourself again? It's a lot of work taking care of a sister-in-law when she's always taking it easy in her wheelchair. Oh, hello, Karen. It's been a while. How have you been? The thing about my condition is that my legs weren't injured or anything like that. I was born like this, so I won't ever get up from my wheelchair. But I am very sorry if I have caused you any trouble because of my condition. Whoa. Are you being serious right now? I always thought that you would get better and not have to use your wheelchair eventually. So you're telling me that you will never be able to walk as long as you live? Well, yes, that is basically what I'm saying. I'm sorry if I ever did anything to give you the impression that this was just some temporary thing. Though I think we have talked about this before, and I explained about my wheelchair to you already. Though I guess you might have forgotten about that. Wow, I can't believe my eyes right now. Do you even know how embarrassing it is having to be seen in public with someone in a wheelchair? Oh, I'm sorry. What do you mean by that exactly? Well, if you can't even get up out of your chair and walk for yourself, then how can you even live a productive or fulfilling life? Just the thought that I'll be joining a family that includes someone so broken. You know, no one would ever say it to your face, but all you do is embarrass everyone that is seen with you. Did you know that? You think I'm broken? I think that is a pretty horrible thing to say to someone, don't you? I guess compared to some able-bodied people, there are plenty of things that I can't do by myself, but I really don't think that there is any need for you to talk to me in that kind of way. Why? I'm just being honest and telling it like it is, aren't I? I can't believe I'm going to be joining your family. It really is such a disaster, all the trouble you've caused me. I'm not exactly sure what I have done to make you always target me like this, but you should know that I have lived my entire life using this wheelchair, and I don't need other people's help to live my life normally. So I really don't think this should be that big of a concern for you, Karen. Oh, I see how it is. Is that what you think about all this? If that's the case, why don't you just cut off the rest of your family and go live on your own then? And why would I ever in a million years want to do something like that? Well, it is like you just said yourself, isn't it? You don't need anyone else's help to live, so you should be able to get along just fine without marrying into my family or anything like that. What? That doesn't make any sense. Besides, I don't really see how those things are the same things. I stand by what I said about being able to live on my own, but I don't think there is anything wrong with wanting a family around to care about and support you. Well, I'm about to become a new member of your family, so I don't think they will need you anymore. Besides, once I marry Jeff, your parents won't need to worry about who is going to be giving them grandchildren anymore. And you can marry someone else and end up buried in that family's plot. How does that sound? This way you can leave me and my family alone and go live your own life. No, that's not really the issue here. Besides, I get along really well with all of my family. I don't see why you marrying my brother would change that at all. So I am very sorry to have to tell you this, Karen, but I won't be cutting ties with my family anytime soon. What did you just say? You better be joking with me right now. Do you really think that your opinion really matters more than mine? After all, you don't even live in your hometown anymore. Your family barely even sees you. Once again, I am really sorry, but I think we are just going to have to agree to disagree on that. Okay, fine then. What do you think about this then? How about you just hang around my family as a family friend and nothing more? That way you can still talk with them, but you won't actually be a part of the family. Is it really that important to you whether I'm technically a part of your family? Well, there's no room at my family's table for a wheelchair anyways. Anyways, I'm not going to tell anyone that you're my sister-in-law. I'm just going to tell them that you're a family friend, okay? There's nothing wrong with just staying friends, right? I really don't care what you refer to me as in front of other people. But if it takes you not referring to me as your sister-in-law to others to get you to drop this topic, then I have no issues with that. Perfect! Thanks for understanding, Polly. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I won't be inviting you, my friend Polly, to my wedding. So don't bother showing up. Got it? You're telling me not to show up to my own little brother's wedding? Don't you think that is a little harsh even if you don't like me? Well, we're just friends, so of course you wouldn't be invited to the wedding. That makes no sense. And once again, I am sorry that we can't see eye to eye on this, but I am going to attend whether you would like me to or not. I just can't believe that you actually tried to ask me not to attend. Look, it is just too embarrassing to have someone in a wheelchair being seen associating with my family is all. Besides, Jeff has some connections and booked a special venue for the ceremony. And since I want the perfect wedding day, I can't have anything or anyone showing up that would ruin the whole thing. And you are saying that having someone in a wheelchair attend your wedding would ruin the whole thing? I really am failing to follow your train of thought there, if I am being honest. But think what would happen if you just decided to show up there anyways. All you would do is get hurt and feel bad for yourself the whole time. What? Why would something like that happen to me at a wedding? Is there something about the ceremony that you're not telling me right now? Anyways, I have so many things to do and get ready before the wedding, so I have to go. See ya! Have a good one. Wait, Karen, we're not through here. What were you talking about just then? You better respond to me. Hello, Craig. I hope I'm not bothering you.
Polly, what a pleasant surprise. What can I do for you?
I just had some questions that I would like to ask about tomorrow's reception, if that is all right. I hope you don't mind if I take just a little bit of your time.
I am on a flight right now, so I can only text right now if that is all right. What did you want to ask me about?
I just had a couple of questions about the wedding tomorrow. There isn't anything strange about anything planned for it, is there?
Anything strange? Let me think about it. Actually, now that you mention it, the bride stopped by the other day to make some requests. She said she didn't want any chairs and wanted everything to be done standing. But in terms of anything unusual or noteworthy about the venue, that is about all that comes to mind. May I ask what this is about? Did something happen that we should know about?
A standing-only party? But why would she want to make everyone do that?
I must admit that I didn't press the matter and ask many questions beyond specifics for the party. Though there must be some reason why she wanted to have all the chairs removed for the ceremony. It is a bit of an odd request, to be sure, but everyone has their own preferences when it comes to these kinds of things. Is there a problem you have with that arrangement being made?
No, it was nothing at all that you did wrong, but if I am being frank, I think that she changed the plans for the reception to carry out the grudge she has against me.
Oh my, what a horrible thing to do. Why would anyone have a grudge against you?
Well, I have been using a wheelchair since I was born. So if there are no chairs at this party and everyone is standing, that probably means she ordered taller tables to compensate. Which means that were I to attend, I would be the only person there seriously inconvenienced.
Oh, I see what you are saying now. I am terribly sorry to say that the thought never occurred to me while I was talking with her. I was just trying to follow the bride's wishes for her wedding day. I am so sorry to have played a role in all of this.
No, none of this is your fault. After all, we've never met beyond some conference calls for work. And I assume you thought since Karen's request really didn't have to do with the business we have with each other, that it wasn't important that I know.
Well, yes, that was my thought process for the whole matter, basically. But to think that someone would stoop so low as to use their own wedding to do something so cruel. It's really kind of shocking. And I am truly just so sorry that I had any role in carrying this farce out.
Yes, I agree with you. I think it is just awful what she has been trying to do to me. And I just can't understand what it is about me being in a wheelchair that she hates so much.
I'm sorry to ask, but do you have any more time to talk after this? I think it would be best if we had a one-on-one conversation about tomorrow's events.
I have time. But what is the matter? Did something come up?
I just think we have a lot of things to discuss before then.
I understand completely. Hey! Wow, did you actually show up today? You really have some nerve thinking you can show up to my wedding rolling around in your little wheelchair, you know? Don't you feel the slightest bit embarrassed strolling around while everyone around you looks so good?
And just what is so horrible about someone in a wheelchair that would make them uncomfortable in a place like this? Just because I'm sitting in a wheelchair doesn't mean that I don't have the same right to be happy and celebrate like everyone else does.
Wow, that's literally not even what I'm talking about right now. All I'm saying is that I wouldn't be caught dead being seen by anyone if I had to roll around in that thing all my life.
I just really don't get how you can hold such awful views towards someone just because of the way they were born.
And besides, didn't I tell you? I said I would make you regret coming to this wedding if you decided to show your face.
And just what do you think you can do to me?
Well, I guess once you get here, you'll find out. You see, I made sure that the ceremony would be a standing-only party. And since you can't stand, that means you can't attend. So you might as well turn around and wheel yourself back home. Sorry you got all dressed up for nothing.
Okay then. I guess I'll just cancel the ceremony then.
What? What are you even talking about? You must really have a screw loose if you think my wedding is going to be affected by whether or not you are here.
Well, I'm the one who booked the venue for today, so...
Wait, what are you saying right now? Did you forget that Jeff is the one who found and booked this place?
Maybe that is what you thought, but that is not how things actually happened. I was the one who told him about the place. But he told me that he wanted to show off a bit for you and asked me not to mention who really found it. The connections Jeff said he had when he booked the place was just me.
Is that really true? So you're saying that it's all thanks to you that we were able to land such a good location?
That is exactly what I am telling you, yes. One of my business partner's husband manages a bridal company and offered me an amazing deal on the place.
You can't be serious right now. Well, I guess I have to congratulate you for all your hard work. And I suppose I have to thank you for all you've done.
You can thank me or not. I really don't care what you think. It won't really matter either way, though, since I'm canceling the reservation.
No! You can't do something like that. It's not fair. Besides, if you cancel it now, think of all the trouble you'll cause for the bridal company.
That's kind of you to worry about them. But I called ahead and got their approval for the cancellation, so I don't think there will be any serious issues.
What did you do? You mean you already called and they agreed to cancel?
That is what I just said, yes.
But why would they do that?
Well, their son has something in common with me. He also has had to use a wheelchair all of his life. And that is why when he heard about the way that you were treating me, he flew off the handle a bit. He said he had no problem being extra lenient with his cancellation policy in this particular case.
Did he really say something like that?
Well, of course he would. Also, about the things you've been saying to me. Well, it seems that you went behind Jeff's back when you decided to make it an all-standing ceremony.
And so what if I did? If I told him what I was going to do, he would just say, "What about my sister?" And I would never hear the end of it. But I know he would forgive me for everything if I just explained that I forgot about you when I was making my plans.
Is that what you think will happen? Because I should let you know now that he is also quite pissed off at you.
What? What did you say to him?
What did I say? Well, nothing, of course. But he is here with me now. And he is reading all of these messages we've been sending back and forth.
That's a lie. You can't be serious about something like that. Right? You stop what you're doing right now. And don't you put any more dirty lies in his head.
Oh, and he already said he has no more intentions of marrying you anymore. He said he plans to break off the engagement.
He said what? But why? Why would he do that? Surely this isn't something worth throwing away all we had together for.
Jeff has always been a sweetheart, ever since he was a little boy. And he has always had an especially soft spot for his older sister. He told me that the whole reason he thought that you would make a good partner is because he thought you were the kind of person that would be kind to old people and kids. I guess he really must have put on some performance to make him believe that about you, though, huh?
Stop feeding him all these horrible lies about me. All I wanted was to not have any damn wheelchairs rolling around at my wedding. It is nothing deeper than that. Is that really so bad?
No, you're right. I really don't think it was anything deeper than that. After the horrible way you treated me yesterday, I was really worried that it might have been too late to do anything. But after explaining what happened, Jeff finally realized the kind of person you really are. Then I guess he realized that this was the perfect opportunity to cancel the reservation for the wedding venue and break off his engagement with you.
Wait, stop, please. Okay, I get it. I think I might have taken things a little too far with you yesterday. I can admit that. It's too late to change the plans for the standing party, but we can plan to do something soon with just the family after we have the wedding. So please, just let me have this one day how I want it.
I'm afraid it's much, much too late for that now. I've already told everyone in my family about who you really are. Even Jeff doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. Do you understand? No one is on your side here.
Please, I'll even apologize to you. I swear it. I am so sorry that I took things too far. It was inexcusable, and I am really, truly sorry.
This isn't something you can just fix with an apology. You make fun of differently abled people and look down on us for no discernible reason. I think you need to be seriously punished for that. That's why I am going to be talking about all the things you have said with your parents as well.
No! Stop. Please. There is no need to rope my family into this as well. I mean, if my mom and dad know that it was all my fault the wedding was canceled, then they'll be furious with me.
And if they did, then I guess I could sleep easy knowing that at least your parents know how to deal with your horrible behavior. Anyways, I think I will discuss the cancellation fee with them. I'll show them the messages that you've sent me to help convince them who should really pay.
But I thought it was already canceled. You said you called the company and they already said okay to all of this.
That's not quite the whole story. The company said that they wouldn't charge Jeff for the cancellation if he decided to do so after learning what happened. I guess they consider him another victim in everything that has happened. That's why the only person they want to charge for canceling the venue reservation is you, it seems.
What? But it's not fair.
I guess they are considering it a case of the bride lying about her real intentions before the wedding. Aren't they so kind for recognizing the kind of pain and strife we have been through with you? It also helps that I work with the wife of the bridal company manager.
What you're doing is horrible. Do you know that? Please, I am begging you sincerely now. Just please don't make me pay the cancellation fee.
You also hurt Jeff's feelings too, you know? He is so disappointed in you. I think you might even owe us some money to compensate for emotional damages, don't you? How does it feel to know that you've ruined your own life because of the way that you look down on those less fortunate than you? I hope you enjoy living in the own personal hell you've created for yourself. After that, Karen had to face my brother's wrath directly. Even Karen's own relatives all left the venue and canceled their plans to attend after they learned what she had done. And in addition to having her own family disgusted with her, Karen also had to pay the full price of the cancellation fees for the venue. She ended up losing not just her fiancé, but all of her savings as well. You can only hope that she learns to be a better person because of all of this.